Yo, what's going on, you Alaskan mole rats? Batman issue number 5 is here, and we'll be going over it. So issue number 4 ended with Fish Sticks sadly dying, and issue number 5 picks up right from there. By the looks of it, they're getting pushed by these raven-like skins. I don't know what to call them. They have like purple eyes like raven skins, but they're not really raven skins. I'm not quite sure, but they're basically getting ambushed. And of course, Batman comes in to save the day with Catwoman, like they always do. And they also have a no-killing policy, which is a good policy to have, to be honest. They end up clearing up everybody, and they end up finding this room. There wasn't much in the room, and there really wasn't much information either, and it was pretty easy to get killed there, so they pretty much left it, but not without having another fight again. And then they end up finding this room. Now this room is not something we haven't seen before. We actually saw it in the chapter 2 season 5 story trailer, and this is what Jonesy fell into and how he got into the map. Except this time there's like a whole beam going through, and if you go through the beam you actually get put into pieces, like the Voyager skin here. But Batman and the team figured out if they're able to get power to the panels in some type of way, it like stabilizes it, and the only way to get power is through themselves. Once they're able to get one of the panels working, it transforms it into what looks like a 0 point, and the first skin to go through it is Renegade Widow. And by the looks of it, she does make it through successfully, but they don't know, of course, because they don't know what's on the other side. And at this point, we actually learned that Deathstroke might have been the one who actually killed Fish Sticks. The burn marks on Fish Sticks were identical to Deathstroke's staff. And then they all start fighting each other. And then everybody starts fighting Deathstroke. And then Bandolette ends up being on Deathstroke's team. But then they realize that they need to be a team in order to go throughout this successfully. So they stop fighting and they tie up Deathstroke. After they tie up Deathstroke, everybody goes throughout the portal except for Batman, Catwoman, and Deathstroke, because they need to stay behind in order to power the portal for everybody else to go through. And those three will have enough power for all of them to go through at the same time. While they were doing this, Deathstroke was actually tied up the whole time, and when it was their turn to go through the portal, Deathstroke ended up, cutting the little ropes that were around his feet and ended up pulling out this device. The same device Agent Jonesy would use in order to bring people into the Fortnite map. And he actually ends up jumping into the point with a device, leaving Batman and Catwoman in this dimension forever. Honestly, what a crazy ending. I wasn't expecting it to end like this. I didn't know they would all be able to go back, and then Batman and Catwoman end up being the only ones that are left. I didn't expect Deathstroke to backstab them. Honestly, this has been pretty insane. I've said this on pretty much every single issue that I've read or have done a summary of. I'm not usually a person who reads comics, but I've really been enjoying reading these Batman x Fortnite comics. And I also saw Sweet Tooth was actually one of the comics available as well. I just watched the Netflix show, wasn't really happy with the way it ended. I might actually go watch or read the comics and see how it actually ends. It'll be my first time reading the comics before the actual show or movie. But hey, I ain't complaining. Comics are pretty cool. Definitely would enjoy them more if they were in person and in my hands. And I might actually cop all the Batman issues in person and put them behind me, because I've really enjoyed them, so why not? But with that being said, we also got Harley Quinn's Revenge back bling with this as well, which means she will be out in the item shop tonight. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should really use gameplay of her, but I don't really have gameplay of her, so we're using the new starter pack. But with that being said, that's the video for today. And if you watch this far into the video, comment comic book, and I'll love your comment. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.